Hi, and welcome to another episode of Melcher's Movie Madness. I am, of course, Keith Melcher, along with...
Mr. Ryan Brewer.
And today, Ryan, what movie are we reviewing?
Stabbed in the face!
Alright, I'm done.
Stabbed in the face.
Tell us a little bit about Stabbed in the Face, Ryan.
Well, what is there to tell? It's
a nuanced character piece about gender roles in modern-day society. Nope. It's a shitty horror movie about people getting stabbed. In the face!
In the face.
And in fact, only one person actually gets stabbed in the face.
Not true. Two. I mean, technically, she gets her tongue torn out. Like, he sticks it in her mouth. I mean, that's part of her face.
Alright, it's a knife into an orifice.
In the face.
Want to get all technical about it.
And then the one gal gets actually, like, stabbed right through the eye.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this movie takes a lot of explanation, except I'm not the one that should be explaining it. It should be the filmmakers explaining it, because there's a lot missing from this movie.
Major plot points are either glossed over or just cut out of the movie entirely.
Completely.
And the audience has to play catch-up, try to figure out exactly what happened.
Like, I don't... There's this whole thing with one of the main characters' sisters. Or sister, excuse me.
Yeah.
Not multiple sisters. There's this whole thing with this guy's sister and how she was apparently murdered.
Like 2 months before the main events, but yet she appears in the opening scene.
And then there's never any kind of passage of time. Nothing to indicate a passage of time. We get treated to like this huge, overly long montage of this guy's room that shows all these pictures of her and then cuts to, and then like slowly pans over to the newspaper article that's, you know, says teen missing and all that fun stuff. But there's never any indication that time passed.
No.
There was never any setup that she died. Nothing. It's almost like the actress, which she didn't, because she shows up in the behind the scenes featurette.
Yeah.
It almost indicates that the actress like dropped out and couldn't do the scene or something like that. But it's never explained. It's just kind of thrown at us like, oh yeah, by the way, his sister's dead.
But we're not going to dwell too much on that.
Yeah, we're just going to kind of...
Hey, here's some tits to distract you.
Yeah, there you go. There's some boobs. I can't tell if certain plot points were left out for comical effect or simply because they forgot to add them or didn't think that they were important.
The whole movie feels like they improvised most of it. It does not feel like they had a concrete script that they were acting off of.
Well, no, I mean, to me, it seems like they did. It's just not very well written. It's very poorly written. The dialogue, it's just a lot of really long dialogue, expository scenes that give us information that we should have been either shown or something like that. And there's this whole side plot with this, like, I think he's a backwater hick serial killer.
Yeah.
And there's this plot of the dead woman and the plot of this ghost. And nothing ever comes full circle.
Not really. I mean, at the end, our quote-unquote hero, who turns out to be a killer himself, kills the other serial killer. He gets killed by the third serial killer in the film, and then the dead woman shows up at the end in a really, really lame jump scare that they just keep doing over and over again. Like, it wasn't scary the first time. Let's do it 5 more times.
Yeah, all in the same scene. It's... the movie has a lot of heart, I will say.
Yeah.
It's definitely made by a filmmaker who just loves to make movies and wants to make movies, wants to make gory
And
horror
as far
films.
as a film, I mean, there was some decent camera work and some good sound design in it.
The camera work is actually very, very, very good.
The lighting was good. I mean, they lit it well. It looked like a horror movie.
There were some interesting choices here and there, such as the green light in the forest.
I mean, you can tell it was shot on video, but they still tried to make it look better than anything shot on video.
But the story itself is so ridiculously confusing.
It made no sense. And there's nobody to root for. Everybody turns out to be a scumbag or a psychopath.
Everybody is a piece of shit in this movie. Okay, so this movie suffered from a very similar problem to Birdemic, which we reviewed before. It suffers from this very bad problem where nothing happens for like 45 minutes of the movie. There's no action. Nobody dies.
Yeah.
The one death that we would have needed to see, the death of the sister,
right,
never gets shown to us.
No.
It's never shown. It's never even. It isn't even. It's alluded to out of the blue.
Yeah.
In a very vague sort of way.
Well, and they show it when the guy reveals that he killed the sisters. There's like a very short flashback where you just see the sister's face and some blood splattering, and that's it.
Yeah.
But we should have seen more than that up to that point.
Earlier in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that balance of storytelling, like actually showing something happening. Otherwise, I mean, it seems like they're really trying hard to build up these characters, but they're not really building them up either. They're just showing us how shitty a people they are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just their way of justifying killing everybody off.
Well,
the way that they do.
the nerdy guy who actually Bruce,
my man.
he has one of the best breakdown scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
Where's Madeline?
That dude just gave it his all in that scene.
Oh god, he did.
But
he really did. Like he had like barely any lines for the rest of the film. So when he finally gets to go off, when he finally has lines, it is the best.
But there's a part where he pulled a knife out and thought, all right, he's gonna man up. He's gonna get revenge for the death of his girlfriend. Nope, fucking kills himself.
Just fucking
slits
kills
his fucking
himself.
wrist and dies. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some great gore effects.
The gore actually they spent some money on the gore. You can tell that.
You can definitely tell that they spent some money and they put some good time into
Yeah.
it.
Some decent nudity too. Gotta.
I guess.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, if you're into that kind of thing.
I'm not me though.
No, not you. The back of the box even says it's the movie that sticks with you.
You get it? Because
It
there's
might-
a knife in
it
the
might
face
stick with me,
sticking. You
but
get it?
it's gonna stick with me for all the wrong reasons.
And I'll show the poster again.
Oh, yes.
None of that happens in the movie.
None of that.
No.
None of that ever happens.
No.
That would have been a really awesome thing to see.
Yeah.
See them pull off.
Yeah.
Actually, that particular shot. But I mean, I get what they're doing with the poster
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, though, I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it. It's not a solid film, but it kind of grows on you over time. Like, multiple viewing. Like, this is probably the second time that I've watched it, when I watched it with you before the review. And I like it better now than the first time I watched it. The first time I watched it, like I said, nothing happens for like 45
Right.
minutes. So I kind of lost interest like right away. So I didn't really pay much attention to the rest of the movie. I think I might even have passed out for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, this is my second viewing of it too, and I hated it the first time I watched it. I still don't really like it, but I can appreciate the better parts of it more watching it the second time.
Yeah, it's worth it just to see Bruce's breakdown.
The
breakdown is really, really good.
That is a good scene.
And it's definitely worth it to. I mean, if you're a gore fan, if you like gory horror films, and you know, especially something where you don't have to worry about whether or not you care about any of the characters, because you won't. I mean, if you care about any of these people, like the only person you could possibly care about is the one gal who's like kidnapped by the psycho hit guy.
Yeah, because she has no like characterization at all.
None.
Except for that's it.
And the fact that she has no characterization actually makes her a better character than most.
For all we know, there's backstory written where she was like a meth dealer or something.
Yeah. But we don't. I mean, there's no indication of that. There's no indication of anything. She's just some kidnapped girl that this guy picked up.
And oh god, her death scene.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
That's horrible.
Like we can't even show that. Like basically ties her to a tree, like half ties her, half gags her to the tree with his jacket.
Which is apparently made out of titanium that she can't break free.
And then he like rips her bra off and uses that to like
tie her hands. And then he
produces it
was like a straight razor.
A straight razor.
Yeah.
And proceeds to like cut her nipples off.
Yeah. And it goes on for a long time. Yeah.
That part actually made me cringe pretty good. I may even have covered up a little bit. I was
well done on that scene, makeup artist.
Yeah, very well done. You definitely managed to.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to stick with me.
Ha! Ha! Like a knife. Like getting stabbed
in the face. Overall, I thought it was an enjoyable film. for what it is. You know, it's not. You're not gonna get anything special out of this, but it's worth watching.
I didn't like it, but I have seen worse. So
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the gore is good. Bruce's breakdown scene is good,
Yes.
and it's short. It doesn't
Yeah,
feel
it's-
short,
yeah.
but it's short.
It felt shorter the second
Yeah,
time.
it
It felt shorter the second time.
Yeah.
Because when you know what's coming, it's a little easier to
True.
swallow.
Yeah.
So what is that your final word on it, or?
I have nothing more to say.
Well, in that case, that's all the time we have for today. You've been watching Melcher's Movie Madness. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to join us on Patreon. That's very important. Otherwise, we can't keep doing this stuff. Otherwise, you can join us next time when we're going to review...
I don't know, fucking Troll 2, maybe.
maybe that's what we'll do. So we'll see what happens. I'm Ryan Brewer.
And I am Keith Melcher.
And we'll see you next time.